KTLA 5, LA's very own.
Now at 7, ahead of the New Year's holiday, Southern California braces for another round of cold and wet weather. We are tracking conditions and preparations.
A tragic discovery as search and rescue crews recover the bodies of 3 hikers on Mount Baldy. The latest details.
And a year after the fires, hazards in the air and soil are still causing concern. Dr. Lucy Jones joins us with more on the science of disaster recovery. Now on the news at 7. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. A tragic discovery on Mount Baldy. The bodies of 3 hikers have been recovered from the treacherous Devil's Backbone Trail.
The area is known to be dangerous even to the most advanced hikers. KTLA's Jillian Smuckler live in Claremont for us tonight. Jillian.
Micah, this storm just proves to be so dangerous. What we heard today is such a tragedy for those 3 families. And while we don't know what caused that hiker to fall 500 feet on that mountain, what we can tell you is the wind actually played a factor in the efforts. What started as a rescue quickly turned into a heartbreaking recovery effort on Mount Baldy.
You guys, that helicopter's leaving. That might have been someone they just rescued. Let's pray that that is someone they just rescued.
Authorities say a 19-year-old hiker fell roughly 500 feet Monday morning near the Devil's Backbone Trail. He was hiking with a friend, but when the fall happened, there was no cell service.
So he went to a location where he could get service to call for help. He then hiked off of the mountain.
Search and rescue teams rushed in both on the ground and in the air. But during that aerial search, deputies made a shocking discovery. Not only did they spot the injured teenager, but they also found 2 other hikers nearby. Authorities say those 2 hikers were with a teen and were found purely.
It is me and 3 died, dead while they're out hiking, trying to enjoy nature. And sorry.
Rescue crews again, but Santa Ana winds made it too dangerous to land or to hoist anyone out. Around 7:30 Monday night, an air medic was finally lowered to the scene, confirming the worst. All 3 hikers were dead. We're still waiting to find out the name of the hikers, but we know the teen's friend who called for help was injured. Authorities say the danger on Mount Baldy is receiving, especially during winter. The fall happened along Devil's Backbone, which is a narrow ridge with steep drop-offs on both sides.
It is unfortunate that this has happened, and we don't want this to happen to anyone else.
So to try and avoid that from happening again, they do have the trail Baldy shut down. They're going to stay that way through New Year's Day in the situation. They say it all depends on the conditions here. And if you're found going up that mountain during this time frame, well, you could pay $5,000 or even months behind. Reporting live in Claremont, Jillian Smuckler, KTLA 5 News.
Jillian, thank you. Route through the Angeles National Forest is closed after storms ripped apart the road in 4 different sections. Crews are reporting washouts, asphalt collapse, and icy patches. Sky 5 flew over the damage, and the closure goes from Cedar Springs to Highway 138. Caltrans officials say assessments are still on, expected to take months.
Saturated and damaged roads set to in the coming days, prompting evacuation warnings and mudslide fears in the burn zone areas.
A live look outside shows that rain isn't falling just yet, but it is on the way. Meteorologist Vera Jimenez is tracking the conditions. V?
Thank you so much. Yes, it is on the rain, and clearly we don't have anything on. I'm not showing you that, but what I am going to do is time it out for you. Here's what it's going to look like by 11:30 p.m. You can see there's going to be a lot of cloud cover moving in. The winds are going to be primarily coming from the east, but as we go ahead and put it into motion, we'll stop it Wednesday at 10:20 in the morning. We're starting to see some of that rain build now along the foothills, and of course, we are going to see heavy rain at times according to this model. I have a different model that actually says the rain is going to arrive tonight, overnight, into tomorrow morning. So again, I like to show you different models just because when we see the greatest amount of consensus, that means they're greater probability for forecast to work out. So this says 10:20 tomorrow morning. By the time we get to 2:30 tomorrow, you can see it is not just green, it's dark green. So that means we are going to be looking at steady showers that are going to be light to moderate. Obviously, where you see the yellow, that is where you're going to see moderate to even heavy at times. That's 7:30 tomorrow evening. So again, if you do have New Year's Eve plans, make sure that you work the rain into your time. And then, of course, Thursday morning at 8:10, I focused it primarily in the San Gabriel Valley near Pasadena so that you can see how rain is going to be coming. I'll have more of the forecast. Back.